Peter. Dale.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am the senior manager for the Lucid Gravity that you see here today, and thank you for coming to our booth.
Yeah, you're welcome. I appreciate the opportunity to come out and interview with you guys and cover the Lucid booth here, specifically on the Gravity. This is the latest vehicle from Lucid
This is
after the award-winning Air.
Yes, so following up on the award-winning Air, we took a lot of the learnings from the Lucid Air, and we made a few additional enhancements, and the result is the Lucid Gravity.
Yeah, it looks nice. So the body styling, what has inspired the body styling? Is there some inside, outside that we want to consider? What do you like about it most?
The Lucid Gravity is a very sleek looking SUV that also has a lot of presence. Right? There's no mistaking any of the Lucid products on the road. Right? I guess anything that's in the market today.
Yes. So the inside looks amazing. I can't wait to sit in there. These wheels are enormous.
Yeah, these are 22s in the front and 23s in the rear.
Even with a bigger size.
Mm-hmm. And all the wheels that's available on the Gravity today will always have the two stagger setup, where it's more narrow and smaller in the front and larger and wider in the rear.
What was the reasoning behind that?
It's from a design aesthetic standpoint.
Okay, you just like how it looks. During my test drive of the Air, which mind you was amazing, they mentioned that there's actually an air suspension on the Gravity.
Yes. So all Gravity, regardless of the packaging, comes with standard air suspension. On the base Gravity, you have single chamber air suspension, and you can upgrade it to triple chamber air suspension with a dynamic handling package.
Oh wow, the damping on that must be so soft.
Yes.
You can rise and lower it as you want for the conditions.
Yes, so you can lower it based on speed to as low as 5 inches ground clearance to maximize the efficiency of Gravity.
Oh yeah.
But if you need to travel to a place less traveled, you can raise the air suspension to 9.3 inches for additional ground clearance.
Wow, that's awesome. What is the coefficient on this? Because I know you guys engineered the heck on the Lucid Air for the coefficient drag to be, what, 1.9 or it's something ridiculous. Yes. It's like the only car that comes close is Mercedes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so on the Air, it's 0.19 coefficient of drag.
0.9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gravity, being that it's an SUV, does have a larger surface area, so the coefficient of drag is 0.24, among the sleekest coefficient of drag of any SUV in the market today.
Wow. You guys, when you do the best, you do the best. So
yes.
If you want to jump in and see what there is, I can walk around on the other side.
Sure, or if you want to be in the passenger seat, driver's seat, not coming on the passenger seat.
Works for me. So it looks like the doors are frameless?
It's a frameless design. It's also with the front seats, they're also dual laminated acoustic glass, so it keeps all the unwanted noise outside.
Oh wow. This is a lot bigger. A little bit different. Does the display still disappear? Like, what are some things that you like about this?
Oh, yeah. So let's start with the Clearview cockpit. So what we've done that's different from Air is we raised the display higher up, so you have a better visibility of all the information without having to take your eyes off the road. We changed the steering wheel from a conventional squarish design, circular design, to a squarish, what we call squircle.
Squircle?
Yes.
Did I say that right? Squircle.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like double checking. That's fun to say, squircle. It's a squircle wheel. Okay.
What's also different from the Lucid Air is that now this is a 34-inch single-piece OLED display with a resolution of 6K.
Wow. You could actually watch this video in full resolution.
And stay tuned, there might be a future software update that may enhance that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So there's your squircle wheel.
Yep.
It looks like the buttons are different. You got away from the scroll wheel, which you still have one for volume. This is nice.
Yeah, so the steering wheel is also motion gesture controlled. So I'm sorry, let's turn off the camera. So you can change to different parts of the menu, whether you're in home, you can swipe down, it's navigation, swipe down again, it's music, and then you can swipe left and right to choose your stations.
Okay. It's really responsive, and the texture on this is actually really nice. It's got a really nice. It's smooth. It doesn't have a texture. It's not the right term, but it's a nice smooth texture that doesn't feel like glass, right? But it is something similar, right? Wow, that's really nice.
And these are still buttons if you need to click on it.
Embed it on there.
Also
then you have voice, I see.
And customizable button.
Okay, that's a customizable one.
And on the left, it's your ADAS controls. So for your level 2 drive assist, and the adaptive cruise control.
Welcome to Lucid Gravity.
You entered demo mode.
That gives new meaning to what it.
Oh, that was a quick exit. Yeah, you got all the little buttons over here, which I really like this design to have, like, as if those were real functional things that you would normally have in a car, and they're quick, easily accessible. And then, you still have your...
So once you're in drive, it reduces the number of buttons that you see on your left to reduce the number of cluster.
Is there anything else and you still have physical buttons for the temperature control, which is, I mean, a big deal.
And additional customizable buttons on each side. This is what we call... So you still have the 3 different driving modes on the Gravity, the Smooth, Swift, Sprint. So they're all tuned a little differently. Smooth is really about the efficiency and comfort. So you don't have the full horsepower that's available. The Swift will tune up the suspension and then sharpen up the throttle response. Under Sprint, you have the full 828 horsepower. And they'll stiffen up the chassis so that it gives you a more responsive, agile handling.
All right. Then you have nice little glove compartments in here.
Yeah. So here you have a place where you can store your key fob, of course your cup holder. Over here is your charge pad. It's capable of charging 2 devices wirelessly. However, if you need more space...
Oh my goodness, look at that. I can fit the whole camera in here, guys. Like, check that out. That's a perspective. Oh, USB-C or USB?
Yes, and there's 2 USB-Cs, each one capable of charging 100 watts.
Wow. Wow. Wow, you can run a MacBook off of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's intended for productivity on the go, if need to.
Goodness. Yes, it sounds like the car I need. I might trade one in. You guys take trade-ins?
We do in certain states.
Got the glove box.
Here's the glove box.
Oh wow, that is huge.
Yeah, this is how massive the glove box is. I'm not a very tall person, however, almost my full arm fits into the glove box.
Wow.
So you can store a MacBook Pro.
Yes.
In here.
And you can lock it, maybe, right?
Yes. Well, you can only unlock it through the display.
Right.
So if the vehicle's off, it's locked.
Cool. That's great. Does the display disappear like?
No.
No. I wasn't sure if that was just something worth keeping or not.
Yep. So one of the things to mention is, you have the difference in regen braking. So you have like none, standard, and high, and because the vehicle's in showroom mode, unfortunately, I can't show it to you. But under high, it's capable of recouping 250 kilowatt of energy as you're trying to slow down.
250 kilowatts.
Yeah. So
how did you guys manage to do that? Is it front end? Is it all 4? It's got to be.
Combined is there's 2 motors. Overall is 250, and thanks to our engineering powertrain team, who designed the capability of that into Gravity.
That's awesome.
And then here you can adjust a different ride height. So you could adjust the height as high as 9.3 inches, but then as low as 5 inches. So for the best aerodynamic and efficiency on the highway for long distance, the lower setting.
Which, speaking of that, how much range could someone expect with the Gravity?
Yeah, so the Grand Touring is capable of traveling up to 450 miles on a single charge.
what size battery do we know?
Yeah, so it's a 123 kilowatt hour battery pack.
That's not a bad size. One, two, three.
Yeah.
You know?
So our range is similar to another competitor. However, our battery size is only about 60% of theirs. So it really highlights just how efficient we engineer our products versus some of the others.
And it's not always just the mechanical side. We're talking software development and you know, in terms of the coefficient drag.
Yep.
Does factors like weight play into it a little bit, like having more passengers? I did notice like the expanded glass in the back. Oh my goodness, the back's got a huge.
Yeah. So the rear panoramic glass is almost 6 foot in length, and it's a single piece glass.
So we're gonna have to jump in the back seat. I think that's this needs to be autonomous, so I can just sit in the back and work off of those USB-C ports. But yeah, I think wow, there's just so much here on this car. You guys really spent a lot of time, and it is available for pre-order right now, right?
Oh, it's available for delivery.
Oh, for delivery. Okay.
So we're now prioritizing a lot of the order holders who's been waiting for the Gravity for many months because of several thousands of orders that we have.
Nice.
So we're prioritizing them.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we're obsessed with the details with our product. So right here, before we move to the back, we have this platform, what we call Sanctuary. What Sanctuary focuses on is like Lucid spaces, which are iconic locations within the state of California. There's also well-being. We partner up with a vendor who specializes in wellness and health.
Okay.
So they have these themes where it helps you de-stress and relax after a long, stressful day.
Would that be for when you're driving home from work, or would you be at the charger? When would you use these?
You can, like during lunch, if you have a very stressful morning, and you're parking in your garage before you go home to spend the night, to go home and unwind with the family.
Can we experience one, or?
Sure. I believe the car's in showroom mode, so the audio may not be working.
That's fine. And use Dolby Vision. I saw that little pop-up there. Oh, that's nice. And then we would turn on the massage sheets, right?
Yes. So in Lucid Spaces, it would enable not just the massage seats, but the ventilation, like to give you the breeze, as well as if you have dynamic ambient lighting equipped.
Okay.
Right, the lighting will also sync up with what's being displayed.
Now all you need is that little fragrance.
You
to come through.
are in the driver's seat of your life, and you're moving forward with intention and clarity. This breathing exercise will provide a moment of tranquility to let go of the exhaustion of the day. Let's take this time to unwind as we practice together. Throughout this breathing exercise, I'll invite you to inhale and exhale with a certain level of awareness to bring calmness and peace of mind into your inner space. During this practice, with each exhale, you are invited to let go of anything unwanted and feel lighter, just like a dandelion whose seeds fly away along with the breeze. And with each inhale, imagine you're taking in calmness, peace, and clarity. See the dandelion seeds fly away with the breeze to simply imagine leaving all the things that you'd like to let go behind the car as you progress forward. Before jumping into this breathing exercise, I invite you to reflect on the day's journey and identify what you'd like to place on a dandelion seed to release and let go during this exercise.
You don't have to do the
You
whole
may
thing.
want to let go of the stress of the day, past regret.
But the acoustics. I gotta stop you there because the acoustics. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so this one has 22 speakers, so Real Sound Pro, with Dolby Atmos enabled. So Dolby Atmos is a spatial audio format. So with the 22 speakers all around you, right?
I mean, I could feel her voice. I didn't realize there was a heads-up display too.
Yes, we can go into the head-up display detail in a bit. So before we go, so with Metatopia, there's also certain frequency that your mind, when your brain senses, it helps you further relax. So there's, the singing bowls, the metal bowls from the Tibetan monks.
The harmonics.
Yes.
No, it's fine, Dad. I have a solid 2 inches of liquid.
We didn't do that.
No, they press the button.
Pull it again.
That
Pull the lever
one's-
again. Pull it again. No, you pull the lever.
The view, it's like you want to close your eyes, but at the same time you don't want to because you want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm ready to just jump through the screen into it or drive my gravity to wherever that destination is. So you had the wellness, lucid spaces, and then discovery would be the last one.
Yeah, so...
Oh, that's just to teach you about it?
Yeah, so a lot of times one of the product specialists may not be available at a studio to properly walk through the features of Gravity. So what we've done is we built in some of the feature sets that help better explain what the features are, as well as give you a proper demonstration of what spatial audio is.
Yeah.
So these are things that we're going to build and work on and to kind of build a library to help owners get a refresher of certain things that they're not as familiar with about the product.
Yeah, no, I think this is awesome. I really think this is a nice little touch to have within the vehicle because you do. I mean, you spend a lot of time in your car.
Yeah, especially like in cities like Chicago and well here in LA, where traffic is, you spend a lot of your time sitting in traffic, and it's despite you're not moving fast on the road, it's still a very stressful environment.
Yes.
So before you go home, you have an opportunity to just relax and de-stress before you taking that bad energy into the house.
Yes. It's all about leaving it in the car and going on about your evening.
Well, it also works vice versa, right? You could have several meetings that are about to start in the day. And this will help you rejuvenate and get energized for the upcoming meeting.
Wow, it's really responsive on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And Apple CarPlay, I'm assuming it's still in there.
Yeah, Apple CarPlay is in there. Soon, to Android Auto for Gravity.
Okay.
We just rolled out the OTA update for Air that enabled Android Auto.
Was there big demand for Android Auto? I don't know.
Yeah, so we get a lot of asks from our owners wanting the Android Auto. Earlier today, we had the owners group here, and 2 of the owners did mention that they were very happy that they got the Android Auto update.
Well, the customer's always right.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's about meeting the demand, the request that the consumer wants.
Is it a lot of work to develop that software within the platform for integration wise?
Yes, it's also about meeting the certification of Google or Apple, or whichever supplier we.
I figure Apple's more restrictive though.
No, they're all very good partners. So we do try to deliver the requirement that they expect of us.
Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, this is awesome. I mean, I'm like, where's some paddle shifters? That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, you had the heads-up display. I can kind of see it on this model right here. When someone's maybe sitting there, you might be able to pick it up in the camera, but you can see it says park and 5 miles per hour. And it moves. I see it moves with my head a little bit. It's actually a really big heads-up display.
Yeah,
Is it doing something similar to the Audi Q6 with its augmented traffic movement where arrows are overlapping on the road?
So we do a little differently, but it is augmented reality head-up display. So rather than having an arrow that moves, it gives you a turn-by-turn direction, like a circular where an arrow where your upcoming turn is, but it does a countdown clock as you get closer to that turn.
Nice.
What it also does is, rather than repeating a lot of information that's right there on your pilot panel, what we do is we want to show you additional information and safety information that's not available on your display. So if you have a vehicle in your blind spot, on your head-up display, those ones, depending on what the blind spot is, it's going to highlight that area, saying that before you make your lane change, there's something in your blind spot.
So it's predetermining right on that.
Yeah. Or if you're making a lane change, whether through automated lane change assist, it's going to have do the lane marking.
Oh, okay.
But once that will be over-the-air update, once more software features
How
available.
many cameras, LiDAR, and other sensors that the Gravity has? Anything extra that the Air doesn't have on this one?
Well, it's just newer hardware, but it's not any more cameras or LiDARs. So we still have one LiDARs and 32 sensors in total. Up to 32 sensors available for Gravity, depending on how you equip your Dream Drive 2 system.
Right. For the expansion, I know during my Air test drive, he was talking about some form of autonomy in the future that Lucid is working on and trying to make sure it comes available.
Yeah. So even on the standard Gravity, the standard Dream Drive 2, you will have hands-on level 2 highway assist, or drive assist, I should say.
Okay. So at least you have some form of drive assist. It's just how autonomous will it be depending on your model in the future.
Yeah, with Dream Drive 2 Pro, it's going to be future autonomous driving capable.
So like full just driving around town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the product is ever evolving. So the benefit of having a software-defined vehicle is it gets better over time. So as we develop more of our software, more of our content, we can...
Welcome to Lucid Gravity, the complete...
we can over-the-air update it to the owners.
All right. Awesome. Is there anything else in the front that we maybe didn't talk about or we overlooked or sadly cut you off on? I mean, I'm so excited. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
So the seat you're sitting in has both not just heated and ventilated, but it also has massage. And the massage seats on this works phenomenally.
Well, you have armrest, side rest in here. You have the leg extension, which I feel like this has the perfect support. It's right below under my knee.
And there's also different massage themes.
Okay. Ooh, whoa. That one's vibrating. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to tell you right now, the Q8 didn't have that. Wow. And they both have it, so both passenger and driver. How about the rear? Did they get anything special?
Just the heated seats.
Okay. That's better than nothing. So that's for sure. And then this is just to... Oh, whoa. Okay. That's adjusting the seat. All right. Pull forward. And these controls still exist on the side as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of nice that you have them here. And then this would be like a holster if I wanted it tighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nice. It hugs you. You're like, okay, we're going in sport mode.
Oh, but because you got the other.
It's whatever mode it is. That's your headrest. Okay.
Yeah, and being that if you need to adjust the passenger front seat, right, you wouldn't have to reach around to my side. You can just control the functionality from where you're sitting.
You have the mirrors here. Almost stopped the steering wheel. And that was in the center to go to.
Oh, yeah, you can just press up and down to control the.
How do I get back to home?
Oh. Swipe up and home
We
button.
were already there. Okay, then that was chairs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all quick access. I mean, it's quick to just jump into the menus. It's not like I'm digging through stuff.
Yeah, it's rather intuitive.
Yeah,
You have space now?
And here,
Oh, wait, you can have two maps going simultaneously.
yes, it's also multifunctional, so
Oh
you
my
can
goodness.
on air. A lot of the function is locked to the pilot panel, and you have certain function that's specific to the portrait screen. Whereas the Gravity, it's multitask. You can have navigation, and if you want to listen to radio, and flip it vice versa, or if you want to make a call, you can control it through the center information display, and while retaining your navigation.
Now, is this model being equipped with NAC, or is it?
Yes.
No, it's already ready with NAC.
Yeah, that was going to be one of the highlights we were going to talk about
I
later.
jumped to it because you pulled up the charge station. I'm like, I wonder if it has that one.
Yeah, I accidentally gave you away the some of the highlights of Gravity.
So you can go to any Tesla charge station with Gravity?
Yeah, it lets you choose the different different levels of charging, the different type of charge port, as well as different supplier for the charging station.
Nice. There you go. You gotta hit the back. Yeah, there's only 14 from my understanding in the U.S., so it's not a lot, but it's a lot at the same time. Oh, wow. And then it tells you if there's an adapter needed.
Yep, so all Gravities will come with the adapter. However, sometimes you may have forgotten or lost your adapter, so this is helpful in case you don't have an adapter in your car.
Yeah, gotcha. Hopefully that doesn't happen for most people. Does Lucid sell it for you to rebuy it if it will be on your guys' website for someone if they lost it? Or
at some point, yes.
Yeah.
But once we have enough supply to meet all the Gravity, then we'll offer it out.
Oh, you got it.
Yes. So depending on your configuration, whether you have power package or technology package, Gravity is available with 3 AC outlets.
Oh, wow.
Each one capable of putting out 1.8 kilowatt of power. That's short of industrial size, like TIG welding. Right? So you can have an electric grill, a microwave,
you can do a refrigerator.
You
can do a lot of stuff with 1800 watts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I mean that's 1800
a guitar, an amp, projection TV, you name it.
Run an Xbox and a TV like Ford on the other hand. So a board folding flat.
Somebody wants to collapse the seat.
Oh, okay. I thought mine was going.
Yeah, because it would have been abrupt. So.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I was like going forward to collapse.
Yeah. So here is yes, it's available with also 2 rows. So this is your energy usage and the range estimate based on how you're driving the vehicle and what are other features that you're using that's also taking up energy. So being that this car is stationary, the lights and the camera infotainment system, like climate control, does take up more of the usage, right? But when you're driving, when the vehicle was being driven, right, it was the driving style that was using up most of the energy usage.
And then we have range in there, so you get some range estimates.
Yeah, so based on the current state of charge, everything highlighted in blue
that's a cool way
is how far you can make on the current state of charge.
Wow, that's really fun. That's a nice way. You don't have to just like, how am I going to make it? It's like, well, this is at the tip of it. I don't need to push it. Let's go right here.
Yeah, and now the map, the shaded area will change based on your driving behavior.
Okay.
So say hypothetically, you're on Highway 1, it's clear, and you decide to speed up a little bit. So that may have a negative impact to your driving style, to your overall range.
Yeah.
So the map will update based on your the most recent driving behavior.
That's cool. So as you drive, it gets familiar with you. That leads me to the question: is there any form of AI per se integrated in it, or is it just algorithms, right? Awareness algorithms.
No, it's a learning machine. So there's it learns about your behavior, so that properly make adjustments. So also there's the virtual assistant. Where it's cloud-based, so there are certain functions that you can control the vehicle, such as your temperature. But then sometimes you may have a question, and it's machine learning, so you'll learn the type of questions, and it'll try to search for the solution.
All right, and so it's searching the internet all the time. Does it have LTE or 5G?
It's a 4G.
A 4G. Okay.
4G LTE.
All right. No problem with that. There's still a lot of those towers. Is it through Verizon or AT&T or?
Yes, I'm not sure if I'm.
Or is it roaming? Might be part of all of them.
Our supplier is AT&T.
Okay. I don't know if that's a big deal or not. Verizon to me right now kind of sucks. But that's my opinion, not yours. Yeah, I see current limiter 80 amps. So that's a level 2 limiter, not a level 3 limiter.
So it can control your charging speed. So if you want to time your departure, you want a fully charged vehicle, you can choose to lower the amps, so reduces the charging speed. So, like a good example was if had I been able to choose my amperage and voltage at the charging station I was at last night, I could have not had to get out of my hotel to unplug and move my car. I could have just had to run overnight and time it exactly when I needed to leave.
Right.
Because they do charge for idle fees.
Yes, they do. They are starting to get smart about that. With that, speaking of voltage, is this using the 900 volt architecture?
Yes, so this the on the Grand Touring with the 22 module battery pack, it has 926 volts.
Wow, that's awesome. And so the charging is really fast with that. I mean, we already said that. It was like 36 minutes.
Oh no! It's using minutes for percent is not a fair comparison.
Okay.
Because a vehicle with a smaller battery pack will always charge from 10% to 80% much faster.
Yes.
We like to use 200 miles as a standard, or 150 miles, because it's actual miles that you can use based on a specific time duration. Right. So Gravity, when it's at a capable charging station such as Tesla Level 4 or some of the newer ChargePoint DC fast charging station that's capable of charging 400 kilowatts, it can add 200 miles in less than 11 minutes.
Whoa.
By the time you run to the bathroom and come back out, you have 200 miles.
It's basically like pumping gas.
Yeah. And especially with the 450 mile range, the driving distance is going to outlast your bladder.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow, you guys are going above and beyond in this one. I would imagine the Air will get a refresh with some of this technology moved over in the coming years, I would imagine. Not poking you at answering that.
I mean, there's nothing I can answer on that.
I know. But I mean, we can speculate. But yeah, that's really nice. And the architecture design that you guys have done is phenomenal. It doesn't sound there's any reason to move away from that high voltage configuration. Is this going to be available throughout the United States and maybe Europe?
Yes. So it's not just U.S., not just North America and Europe, but also the Middle East. We are currently selling in Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates. We also are in several markets in Europe, such as Germany, Norway, Switzerland, Netherlands, Sweden, and Belgium.
Wow, you guys got it everywhere. That's really aggressive and good to hear because, content's just global. It's not like I can control where it ends up, right? And I would imagine most people not being able to experience the Gravity in normal, everyday abilities. Is there a showroom people are able to go to test drive one?
Yes, so there's over 50 showrooms throughout the world.
Okay.
So right here, being that we're in LA, there's 3 within close proximity. There's one in Century City, there's one in Torrance, and there's one in Newport Beach.
Oh, there's quite a few around here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you got plenty of options, and if you're somewhere else in the world, I would imagine you just go to the Lucid website.
Yes, and we can also deliver the vehicle to your home.
Oh, to test drive?
Well, if you were to
just
purchase one, yes.
Yeah, trust me, you want to buy one. You don't need to test drive it. You get it, you're going to be very pleased. But yeah, is there anything else worth adding to the cabin in the front before we jump to the back? I mean, I know the button, bless you, is about the same. Mm-hmm. Nice. I like the wood paneling. I'm assuming it's recycled.
Yeah, so we take all these are walnut.
Okay.
We do very sustainable interior themes.
Yeah.
So we use the walnut waste to do the wood trim. The microfiber is from recycled plastic. The canvas material is from recycled fishing nets.
It feels like denim.
Yeah. The leather alternative material that you feel is from soy-based products, and even the leather is sourced from sustainable supplier. So they can track the animal as well as the food. It's being sourced from.
Okay.
So it's completely traceable.
Wow. And your guys' goal is to be a sustainable from the production line to the vendors that you're partnering with.
Yeah, the goal is to leave the planet as in the same, if not better, condition than when we got it.
That's so awesome, Peter. It's really great to have the opportunity to sit down with you guys on this and hear about that. Because, I mean, not everybody cares, but it's good to know that you guys do care, right? Because for the long term, we want vehicles that make less of an impact on the roads and in our lives, but make a meaningful impact on our use of them, right? And
Yes.
I think Lucid's nailing that in more ways than most would even imagine, just by that little bit that you have to add. It's just really nice. You make me want to buy one.
Let's go get you signed up.
I would have to test drive it first.
That's not a problem.
This is fun. Goodness. All right. Well, let's get out of the front. I think we covered a lot in the front. I mean, probably 30 minutes easily in the front. Yeah, 30 minutes in the front, and there's 3 rows.
And we haven't even gotten the full walk around of the outside.
I know we haven't. I mean, yeah, you can use the virtual experience and walk around it, but we didn't get to talk about the outside. And I want to make sure we get to talk about everything, especially this rear glass panel. So if it's good timing for you, let's hop in the back
Sure thing.
for a real quick one.
Sean. All right, great. Yeah, right. Man, it's been busy, but that's okay.
Okay, some more speakers over here. What's the symbol?
Oh, this is a microphone array.
Oh, okay. For just all conversation. This is roomy. Wow. If I sit all the way up into this.
And you can also further recline your seats a bit more if you pull the lever, which mine.
Okay. Just grab this.
It's been, I mean, it's in the field. You guys got to try it out. So yeah, this one did recline. I don't know if it's going to come back forward, but yeah, that definitely gives you some more depth. And this is nice window. And I think they have privacy screens, right?
Yeah, so if you close the window again.
Oh, sweet. See that?
And then this, let's say you have both of these up.
So it's just a double click on that. Great if you have kids, right? That way the sun's not in their eyes when they're in the car seat.
But what you don't see here is a tray table.
Workstation.
Yeah, so when you're waiting for your kids, or if you're at a rest stop and where you're charging, you can utilize the charging the tray table to finish up work, or for the children, you could use it as an entertainment tablet, or if you're or something for their snacks on the go.
Are these 100 watts too on these USB?
No, so these are 45 watts.
Okay.
But still capable of charging fast charging a device such as an iPad or your phone.
Right. Big old touchscreen back here.
Yeah, so you have a 7-inch display here that's currently for your temperature control. We can OTA in the future some additional feature enhancements.
Oh, okay.
To be announced.
So do some other stuff, maybe watch videos or something, right?
Perhaps.
Yeah, I'm sure you can do a lot of different stuff with it. Does it fold down armrest? Yes, it does. Oh, wow, that one's nice too. Good height. Cup holder, not removable.
And then
It's got a little cracker tray. That's like the best thing I got. Is that this is your little cracker tray? Okay.
what we've also designed is the third row seats that's capable of seating full-size adults comfortably.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, this thing is pretty roomy back there. I mean, this thing's... So what is the full length? What are we comparing it to in terms of length for most people to relate?
Yeah, so the length of the Gravity is actually very interesting because it's 198 inches in length. So it's a little bit longer than a BMW X5 or Mercedes GLE.
All right.
But it's quite a bit shorter than a Mercedes GLS or BMW X7. And it's significantly shorter than a Cadillac Escalade IQ. However, being that it has a shorter length doesn't mean that you're sacrificing the interior space. That's not what Lucid is about. We're about compromising nothing. So having the shorter length helps the vehicle to be more maneuverable in the city and also in tight spaces. But the interior cabin has a total usable cargo capacity of 120 cubic feet of space. That's greater than the brand that's across from us. It's greater than BMWs, Mercedes, and comparable to a Cadillac Escalade.
Like you can literally,
That's
you're
significant.
turning this. Yeah, I mean, comparable to a Cadillac Escalade, and
Oh, you wouldn't even be able to fit a full-size adult in the third row on the Cadillac, whereas you can on the Gravity,
and it's.
despite being about 2 feet shorter.
This is super roomy back here. Like I feel like you could sleep in this. Do they
Oh, yeah.
all fold all the way flat?
Yes. So how we designed the battery module layout that's different than Air is we didn't double stack the battery module. So we did double stack under the front seat.
Okay.
So that allows us to make the cargo space, once the seats are folded,
Yeah.
completely flat.
Okay.
And we can demonstrate that
Oh, right.
in a bit.
I'm loving the glass. So you were talking about that a little bit in the front. This is one piece.
Single piece, nearly 6 foot in length. That's viewable. Is nearly 6 foot in length.
Is it the biggest one on the market?
It's among the largest.
Yeah. It's really nice. It really is. And it's tinted. Does it change? Can you make it darker or anything? I wasn't sure if it has like some electro.
It does not.
Okay. I've seen that on the Pebble. I think the Pebble was doing that on their shower. They're not here this year. So, shame on them. But yeah, what else is there to add back here? I mean, this is like, I almost want to just be the passenger in this.
Yeah, if you want to hop into the third row, you can experience just how much space you have even in the third row.
All right. So I'm going to come out and I'm going to hit the button, I'm assuming. It does it automatically. So it's all automatic on, just hit that one button.
Yep.
And then it's the same on both sides.
Yes.
And then you see everything paneling right here. You see the motors. It starts going back. And I'm not a big guy, but I'm 5'11", so coming in at 185 pounds. Okay. And this is comfortable. Like this is a full adult. Like this is a real 3-row vehicle. I don't feel like, oh yeah, it's 3 rows and I'm like this, you know?
And it still offers you the same ample legroom in the front as before.
There wasn't any changes in there.
Looking back here, this is
And then you get additional storage bin as well as another pair of USB.
Okay. Oh, another is this 45 watts as well?
25.
Okay, so we're stepping down as we do that.
But 25 is still fast charging.
It's enough
your
for the phone, right?
Yes.
That's all you need. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you have the trunk space. You still have room back here.
Yes, this underfloor storage bin.
So, and then
Yeah, we're very serious about maximizing the space available to work with.
if I wanted to get out, I guess I just hit the button.
Yes.
so it's like how long is something lasting? You know, it's
So just imagine.
Well, I'm imagining a lot. Oh, wow, that's the fold down.
Yeah, so if we were to collapse this seat as well as fold down the second row as well, you have a perfectly flat, ample space for large cargo, or if you want, camp out.
I'm thinking camping. I mean, the glass is so perfect to be able to stare up at the stars and everything. I know it's probably not meant for going off-roading,
But it's capable of doing off your typical beaten path. You still have AC outlet in the cargo area, as well as one that's below the rear center console display.
Oh, we didn't even see. Oh, it's under the display.
It's on the near the floor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's this handle for?
That's where when you want to stow
Oh, that's where the seat goes.
Yeah, so let me just demonstrate.
Wow. Under a minute. So, did the soccer mom contribute to the engineering?
Oh, we definitely have a lot of fantastic women engineers that contributed a lot to the development of Gravity.
Because now, cool, now the stroller is going in there, no problem. And this is really actually really low.
Yes, low floorboard.
No obstruction for just getting something in there.
And then we have the sill plate that's above the rubber seal, so that if you have a large object, well, one, it's not catching on the rubber, so that it's creating more friction. Right? It's also reducing the likelihood of damaging the seals.
Yeah. That's pretty nice. Is there anything else worth adding in the back? I mean, this is huge. This is a huge top. This is.
Yeah,
Can you adjust it? Like, hey, I don't want it to open up that high.
Yes.
Okay, for garage limits, right? That's.
And then with the clamshell design, the way it's designed, it does allow you to maximize the opening for ease of loading large cargo.
There's a lot to take in with this on the Gravity. There is a lot to take in. 3 rows, amazing high voltage architecture for ridiculously fast charging.
Well, the third row is optional.
It's an optional. Okay.
Because there are certain customers with a different lifestyle and life stages where they don't need the third row, but they want something that's more geared toward their lifestyle, other parts of the lifestyle.
So if they didn't have the third row, would you still have the cup holders? Like, what gets? Obviously, this space ends up empty, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So without the third row, you get additional 6 cubic feet of storage underneath.
Okay. Yeah. And then that's pretty much it. You just don't have these seats. And that's really all. But you still have all that functionality, and then you probably have more room for those to kind of pull down and still can lay down flat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So there will be an accessory cover that covers the gap, and we are looking into other accessories that enhance the lifestyle. For if you want to, say, travel long distance and camp out of your car, as an example.
I mean, I could see it. Trust me, I would be the weird guy that owns the Gravity and lives in it for like a year. Just because it seemed like a good idea. It makes for some good content.
It's in the back, actually. Can you put the third row up?
Sure.
Yeah, thank you.
See?
Oops, sorry.
That is really nice.
And then it leaves you with
Look at-
how much.
Look at that. See, Elijah? There you go.
There you go. Like 3 movements.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
This is
And you have the chair up. And 1, 2, 3, you have the chair down.
Yeah. Then remember?
I like how it's
Lucid.
mechanical and it's not like, oh, hit the button and it does it yourself. Because it's the more electronics like that you add, you increase the probabilities of it breaking down over time, right?
Yes.
It's something that simple, being the third row. When you grow out of it, it's like, cool, you just close it down. It would be interesting to see the ability to remove it in the future. But that's, your guys' thing on stuff. Because then you're getting back to space. It's like, I don't need the third row anymore. Let's remove them. And now you have this huge.
Well, there are wiring and other braces, so removing it is not going to be that easy, and not recommended at the current time.
I'm just having fun thinking, Nice to meet you, Jake.
Nice to meet you.
Really nice.
Okay.
So we had the front seats. We have our Zen time.
You like this?
We have the mid row, plenty of fun and relaxation, and then we got the third row that fits a full adult.
Yeah. Well, let's go over some of the other features on the outside.
Yes. It's all the time, right? No. Already talked about the wheels being cool.
So unlike the Air, the charge port is in the rear of the driver's side.
This can fit.
The reason is because it has native NACS charge port. So access to over 20,000 Tesla supercharging stations, and with an adapter. I also work at Electrify America, charge point at additional several thousands of other locations.
And that is included when you purchase your
Your Gravity, yes.
What's the range on this one?
450 miles.
And this is basic.
No,
No, this is the Grand Touring.
Oh, this is the Grand. Okay. 400.
Yes.
See, look at. So you have this.
All Gravity comes with air suspension. The base car comes with a single chamber air suspension where,
Lucid Gravity.
I'm sorry.
The complete experience gives new meaning to what an SUV can be.
Wow.
Yeah, well, we had it pretty loud before. So single chamber air suspension, it's going to be focusing more on the comfort, but then you can upgrade it to dynamic handling package, where it has 3-chamber air suspension as well as rear wheel steering and titanium painted calipers.
Titanium rear wheel steering. So how many degrees is the rear going to move?
2.9 degrees.
Wow, that's a lot.
That 2.9 degrees shaves over 3 feet of turning diameter from Gravity. And we found that 2.9 degrees to be very particularly natural in feel. There are other OEMs that does 10 degrees or 15 degrees. Yeah, and those feel very unnatural when it's enabled, because if you're you're not suspecting the cars to have a sudden
Like
turn.
Ooh, it turns.
So you're likely to oversteer and then curb your wheel. Not to name any brands, but that happened within the first 10 seconds of test driving the product.
I bet. Yeah, I think this one will have automatic doors. I think one of the gentlemen was saying, so to open up when you walk up to it.
Yeah, that's part of the greeting process. So as you approach, there's a lighting sequence, and then you're welcome with the door handle extending out.
And are you doing laser projection LEDs or what kind of lights? Or?
Yeah, so they're micro lens array.
Okay.
So they're what they do is based on incoming traffic, it knows it tracks the incoming traffic, so it disables the high beam only specific to the car that's in the inbound, so that you're not blinding them.
So you always keep your high beams on, basically.
You could.
It doesn't blind them. All right. You know only one other brand does that, right?
I know a few other brands that actually does it.
Okay. Well, the only one I know.
And then lastly, the frunk. Or you can use this as your frunking party, or as an event seating. This is an accessory for Gravity.
Okay.
And take a seat. It's very comfortable.
Oh, it's got some bolster to it as well. And
Yeah.
There's enough for 2.
Yep. It has cup holders, so you can enjoy a glass of wine. Well, not promoting drinking and driving.
Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibility. Close course testing. You can have your soda and your glass of water. Another AC outlet. Oops. Okay, look at it.
It's going to close on us
Yep.
there for a minute. And this, it has actual connections there, so it stays up. That's kind of nice. I feel this is really nice for the person that's going to go and do some tailgating, but they're going to go front gating.
Yes.
Yes.
You can use the outlet for your electric grill.
Yeah.
And this also doubles up as a cargo divider. Sorry.
Strap in. So then you just throw your groceries in there and it stays in a nice little spot. Does it have like a cooler section in the lower? Or?
No, it is sealed so that you can hose off things and just wipe it down.
Okay. Yeah. I just wasn't sure if there's depth to it besides.
No, there's only a 2-inch depth. It's just a lip.
Right. The front is super nice. Yeah, and those lights. So does the front open as you walk up for groceries or anything? Is there any automatic behavior to it? Or?
At the moment, there is not. But once you close the frunk, there's no mistaking the design from any other Lucid products.
Yeah, no, you guys cleared it over, kept that styling. Wow.
Oh, one thing that you'll notice is there's 5 micro lens LEDs micro lens arrays on the air, but when you count it, there's only 4. And the reason is we moved the headlight over here so that we can have a wider opening for the front.
And then you have the huge LiDAR right on the front.
Yes.
Do you need to charge it? I already like the announcement today. I mean, if you want to
What colors is it going to come in? All the standard colors? Is this a new color that you guys developed for it?
Yeah, so this is new to Lucid. This is Aurora Green. So it's one of 3 new colors available for Lucid. There's the other color that we haven't shown yet is Supernova Bronze.
Okay.
And then there's Lunar Titanium, where we showed in LA Auto Show in 2022, or I'm sorry, 2023.
I can see that one.
And then you got other colors such as Quantum Gray, Stellar White.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, there's a 4th color that's new. It's Infinite Black. I'm sorry, Abyss Black, which is a solid gloss solid, as opposed to Infinite Black, which is a metallic black.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually 4 new colors.
Wow, quite a few for this one. Is it going to do any of the 2-tones that
Yes.
Lucid is known for?
Yeah, so the one that you see here today is a stealth trim. So what you get is you get a tinted cam rail.
You can keep talking.
Yeah, the wheels are also tinted in stealth gray, as well as some of the trim pieces here are also in a darker shade. Now, your tail light in the rear trim. So this is gloss black as opposed to a silver trim piece underneath the tail light. As some of the trim pieces here will have a brighter finish. And then your nose blade is also gloss black instead of silver.
So I see there's 2 backup cameras, or maybe only 1. I'm not sure.
It's 2.
Okay.
And then on top of that, we embedded the wipers up top for a cleaner look.
That's nice. So, yeah, that's really clean. And then you have a nice little wing on it, basically. Comes down. I don't see any antennas.
Oh, there is.
You guys don't have a shark fin?
The shark fin adds drag to the aerodynamic. So what you see is we've embedded our antenna into the glass.
Oh, wow. On both sides or just one side?
On just this side.
I wasn't sure if you guys
On
were
both sides, actually. I'm sorry.
Okay, it is on both sides. You're like, no. We want to make sure it gets the most.
No,
That's awesome, man.
We are very obsessed with our engineering.
Yeah.
In a good way.
No, I love to tour like a facility, right? That is super fun. Wow. That's smart. And I don't think anybody else has done that. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody put the antennas in the windshield. But you guys have the double pane, so it makes sense, like, why not? You can mush some wire between there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's awesome. The door handles are seamless, so that's helping. Is there anything else maybe we missed, Peter? I went over a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to backtrack on what we've talked about and what we have missed.
Brakes, regen, you have the 3 modes.
The ride height.
It can do it does up to 250 kilowatts on the regen. You have multiple ride heights. You have a single cylinder or a tri-cylinder for the air. What is the advantage over one than the other?
Yeah, so in a single chamber air suspension, you have one basically in the suspension where it's only a single chamber, so there's more flex. For more air to compress.
Okay.
But in the triple chamber, it's sectioned off into 3 parts.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to drive more dynamically,
Yeah.
it can only enable one chamber, so it's a stiffer ride.
All right.
So that if you're taking a quick turn, the vehicle's not tilting; it's a flatter turn.
Right. So it's basically controlling the chamber with like a piston per se.
Mm-hmm.
I would say. I mean, that's kind of my closest idea when I'm thinking about it in my head. It's like you made the chamber smaller 3 times, right? So, and then full 3D panorama car viewing.
Yes.
and that's
Oh, yeah. So at some point, we'll enable through OTA our features like Halo Secure, which is so when you have precious cargo in your car, you walk away, and if somebody's approaching, trying to attempt to break in, you get an alert on your mobile app saying something is being triggered, and they'll give you a live view of what's around you.
Oh, wow.
And that can also work as a security feature, because if you're, say, parked in an unknown area late at night, you want to know if somebody's hunting in the corners, and in case they have malicious intent.
Yeah.
But with the live view, you can see your surrounding prior to you getting into your car.
So you'll be able to tap into your car and look at your cameras.
And that will be something that we're looking into as a future update.
That's really cool. Is there an external media recorder you can add within the unit?
Yes. So we do have one.
Like a micro SD card or something?
Yeah, we have a port available that can store additional footages.
I mean, you got so many USB-C ports. You'd think you'd just use just plug in a hard drive, right? With USB-C.
Yeah. So we don't want to make that device the plug-in location to be easily accessible.
Gotcha.
And also more known, because somebody can just break in the window and take the recording device along with them.
Right. Yeah, that's smart. That's good. Wow, there's a lot on here on the Lucid. I really do appreciate your time, Peter. And if someone's in California or anywhere in the world, they should visit the website first, find a dealership near them to test drive it. But I know from just sitting in this that you probably don't need to do that. You can just go and buy this, and you're going to be really, really happy with it. Is there anything personal that you want to add about the Lucid line, or the Gravity specifically? Yeah,
being that all the Lucid products are software defined, what you see and experience today is only good for today, right? As we develop more software, it gets better. So over time, the Lucid product that you buy today is going to get better and better as we do more and more OTA updates.
Yeah, because you guys got all the hardware in there. It's just a matter of refining the software and taking it up to the next level and receiving customer feedback.
Yeah.
Like adding Android Auto. Like I would have never thought there was people that actually wanted it. I would have been like, eh.
And there's a lot of ideas that we have. It's a matter of prioritizing based on consumer feedback on what they want next.
Do you guys have the Apple CarPlay wallet feature where you use your key?
Digital key.
Yeah, the digital key.
Yeah, that's going to be available soon. We'll make the announcement once it's ready.
Cool. That's awesome. Well, I really appreciate it, Peter. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Pleasure's all mine.
And I look forward to seeing you guys at the next event.
Yeah, thank you for stopping by our booth.
Absolutely. Is there any tags you want people to know of to go visit, or?
Lucid Motors, Lucid Gravity.
That's it, right?
Compromise nothing.
Yeah, true that. There is nothing compromised here at all. So thank you again, Peter.
My pleasure.
Yes.